You found the home in Edmonton that you love and you're ready to make an offer, but submitting the offer is just the beginning. What happens next is where the real work actually starts. Negotiating the right terms, the right conditions, and the right possession date can actually make an enormous difference in the outcome. Now, in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens after you submit your offer and how I can negotiate on your behalf to make sure you actually get the best possible result. So you're ready to negotiate. What happens next? So when it comes to negotiating, a couple things we negotiate that are very, very common. Number one is the price. What kind of price you want to pay, what the seller is willing to sell it for. Number two, the deposit. Now, when it comes to the deposit, some people go, well, can I put a very small deposit? Sure you can. Well, you can put a deposit for, let's say, $100. If you're buying a home that is $400,000 and you're putting a $10 deposit or $100 deposit, do you think the seller will take you seriously? Probably not. So as an average, I'm going to say that most people put between, on a home that's about $300,000, they probably put a deposit of between $5,000 to $25,000, depending on your comfort level. And that's really to show the seller that, look, you're very, very serious about purchasing their home, and you're trying to show it's also a show of good faith. If you want to know exactly where you stand financially before you even submit an offer or go look at homes, definitely reach out to me, because I have connections to all the major banks, some of the best mortgage specialists in town, and I'd love to connect you with them before you get started. And if you have any other questions, drop a comment below or reach out to me. Cell phone's right there, email's right there. The next thing, possession date. Now, possession date, it can range anywhere from 15 days to maybe 60 or 90 days, depending on how quickly you want to move into the home and how quickly the seller wants to move into their home. The next thing, the chattels. For the chattels, a lot of times when you're negotiating, most people do leave behind the appliances. There are occasions they actually don't have to. It's part of negotiating. So if there are appliances in there and you do like them, make sure you add that into the contract. The next thing, conditions. So for the conditions, the most common are you're subject to financing and home inspection. Now, if you are trying to get a mortgage, a lot of times I would highly recommend that you do put that clause in there. Number two, for the inspection, do you have to do one? A lot of people ask me. I have some clients where they are very, very handy. They know a ton about building. They know how to fix things. And they go, you know what, Eric, if I don't put an inspection clause in there, I want to try and get a little bit better price. So as a rule of thumb, the fewer the conditions, typically the better, a little bit better price you can get. The more conditions that you put there, usually the price, you might not be able to get as good of a price. It's not to say that you can't still get a great deal, but there's all these factors to consider. The next thing, if you're buying a condominium, make sure you put subject to review of condominium documents. So basically, the condominium documents are a set of documents where you'll have all the minutes, you get the bylaws, you get the financials of the home, and this way you get to figure out if there's anything wrong with the condo complex. Is there anything you need to know about it before you move in? And another really good example is, let's say, what if you have a dog or a cat? You have a pet. Or, I don't know, maybe you have a alligator as a pet. Just joking. But if you do have a pet, some places don't allow pets. You want to make sure that the bylaws state that it is pet friendly. And even if it is pet friendly, some condos have certain restrictions where they go, you know what, certain breeds are not allowed, or they restrict it to a certain size. So hopefully that makes sense. And if there's any other terms also, you just got to finish signing the offer, make sure you date it. And the one really important thing you need to know is, in real estate and negotiating, verbal means nothing. Make sure everything gets signed, because if it's verbal, if the seller changes their mind, and you say, hey, look, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, we agreed on something. If they didn't sign it, it means nothing in the court of law. So make sure you get it signed. Anyways, good luck. Catch you later. Now that you understand what happens during the pending period, and the next critical step is the home inspection. And this is one of the stage where most Edmonton buyers either completely underestimate or do not know how to use it to their advantage. In my next video, I'll tell you exactly what to expect and what to do with these results. I'll see you there.